What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike. I'm a full-time media seller. I sell on both Amazon and eBay, primarily Amazon. I go around to thrift stores. I scan all the media with my Bluetooth scanner here. Phone app Scout IQ tells you whether or not you are buying it. Today's video is another one of our one topic, one stop shop videos. We're outside of Mount Joy Gift and Thrift here. This is one of my local, probably more favorite stores. It usually always is producing. They always are getting donations. Every time I'm in here, every 2 weeks, there's always new stuff out on the shelves. So today's topic is going to be, it's not going to be like a super in-depth one, but just going to throw out taxes here as we're getting closer to the end of the year. So I'll touch on a few points with taxes when it comes to being a reseller. After we are done in here thrifting, you'll see my Scout IQ. When we're walking through, it just says, you know, whether or not you're buying it. It's that simple. If you're interested in being around like-minded people, YouTube join button in the description. We have weekly Zoom calls, mostly all media sellers. A lot of people dabble in other things as well. And now that we all know restock limits have hit all Amazon sellers, you will be seeing merchant fulfilled, basically trigger sets. So I'll be scanning for merchant fulfilled. I won't be able to send in another FBA shipment for the rest of the year unless they decide to raise limits again, because I'm over by more than 1,000. So we're going to be merchant fulfilling, and we're going to be looking for stuff to sell on eBay. I am not biased at all. If I can make a good amount of money, I will list it on eBay and pack and ship myself. So let me shut up. Let's get in here and hopefully make a whole bunch of money. Let's go. All right, we are back at the storage unit for the wrap up. One night has passed and something that we actually bought from this pickup actually sold. So let's get into the numbers first and then we'll get into the topic here. So overall, we spent $40. Profit-wise, books was 134, DVDs 209, other 62, and eBay 30, right? So you're probably thinking like, what's other and what's eBay? So I'll get those real quick. So we'll do the eBay first. I picked up these toys, right? So I'm gonna kind of give you guys a better look at these. I was just sitting there looking at them. They're like 50 cents a piece. Can't even get them to sit here, right? So they're like little characters and like they're little ships, right? It's 2012, you know, your run-of-the-mill Mattel. And I'm trying to figure out what the heck, like what series these are from, right? I'm trying everything, right? So you got the giveaway here, if you don't know what this is already, is that all these vehicles have like a fin on them, right? So it's like, it's got to be something related to water. Well, it's bubble guppies, but that took me 20 minutes to find out while I was standing there in the thrift store. So I picked up 4 of those for like $4. Hopefully I can get like 30 for the lot on eBay. Some of the single ones were listed for like 15, so I figured having all 4. I couldn't see the characters either, right? The characters are kind of a giveaway too, because they got, you know, like fins on them as well, and they're in water. But I couldn't see it inside the bag, so I'm just looking at these things like, what is this? So we picked up 4 of those, so that's our eBay $30. Our other, we picked up 3 of these to sell on Amazon Merchant Fulfilled. These are just like men's basically discreet body liners. So I think we paid $1.50 each for these, and they're going for 25 bucks on Amazon. So after fees, it's right around like $18. So right there is like your 60 bucks in profit for the other stuff. Now let me shut up and get into the Merchant Fulfilled goodiness we came out of there with. First up is the only book of the wrap up here. We have Counseling Across Cultures. $39 profit, Merchant Fulfilled, with an e-score of 74. So I mean, this is going to sell. Good pickup there, and their books are anywhere from $1 to basically $2. Nothing crazy. So that was a good pickup. They had lots and lots of new sealed DVDs, right? So our top 3 DVDs are sealed. I got a bunch more over there. They just weren't as good as these ones. So we'll start off here with the lesser of the amounts. We have A Shot in the Dark. Any of this older kind of looking stuff, always scan it. 20 bucks, 31 e-score. This will sell. Merchant Fulfilled new, right? So remember, all Merchant Fulfilled because we're maxed out on limits. So that was a good pickup. Next up, we have the Bronte Collection. Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights, public television. Public television stuff always does well. $63 new sealed Merchant Fulfilled. So that's one to be on the lookout for. I think we paid $4 for this. So 12 e-score. It'll take a little bit longer to sell, but I mean, 60 bucks, I'll take that all day. Now we have the one that we actually sold, right? So listed on Merchant Fulfilled is super easy. All you got to do is just scan it, say, you know, put in your condition note. You don't got to take no picture. So I listed all this stuff yesterday before this morning. So this actually sold overnight. I think we paid $4.99 for this, and it sold for, well, when we scanned it, it's $54 profit, right? $69.99, and it sold. So it sold for $65.98 plus $4 shipping. So exactly what it should have sold for. This already sold that quick. So just goes to show, right? That's kind of the benefit of Merchant Fulfilled, is you can list something and have it sell basically instantly. And you're also going to get your money back quicker than FBA because it registers in the system that you shipped it. Once it gets delivered, it's like 10 to 14 days and that money clears right away. So we literally turned, you know, $5 into basically the whole cost of everything we got. So now we're basically even. Everything else is profit. So that's awesome that that sold. So that's the best stuff we got. Topic, taxes. I just knocked my phone off. Way to go, Mike. All right, taxes. Back to the story here. So taxes are super important. I know it sucks sitting down, tracking things, keeping tabs on receipts, you know, categorizing things. You don't have to necessarily do that, right? There's some people out there that just save all their receipts and take them to an accountant at the end of the year. Sure, you're going to pay up for it, but some people prefer to do it that way. Now, if you're somebody that doesn't, you know, want to pay all that money to have somebody do your taxes, you can do it yourself, right? Listen, I'm not a tax professional. I'm not going into any details. This is basically just an overview telling you that you got to be able to, you know, basically, if you're going to claim something on your taxes, you got to be able to produce proof that you actually paid for it for the business and you have a receipt to back it up. You can't just say, oh yeah, I spent 20 bucks here, 30 bucks there. No, you need an actual receipt, right? So I use QuickBooks Self-Employed. I highly recommend that service for anybody that is, you know, attempting to do it on their own. It's kind of all laid out, explanatory, pretty easy, like straightforward. listen, I always say if I can do it, anybody can do it, right? So it's going to break everything down. You take a picture of your receipt, it uploads your receipt. It can basically categorize everything for you instantly. So you don't have to keep all your receipts, right? So when I have a week of receipts, I scan them in. They all, upload to QuickBooks. They're saved there. So if the IRS ever comes knocking, all you have to do is go in, download your receipt, the date, everything like that, and submit it as proof, right? That's all you need. You're basically just, keeping your checks and balances, but you have to get on it, right? This is a non-negotiable, unfortunately. Everybody that was skimming by under the 20K, not claiming none of their income on taxes, that's gone, right? We all know everybody $600. You're going to get a 1099, and you're going to have, something to back up that those expenses you're going to have. And if you're not keeping track, you're just wasting money, right? So you spend all this money on inventory, you make all this money, but you don't claim the money you spent, you're going to owe so much more in taxes. You can almost, if you're smart about it and you know what you're doing, listen, always play by their rules. Do not do anything that is illegal or shady. Sooner or later, you're going to get caught. But you can greatly reduce your tax burden, just by keeping track of everything. And don't make it hard on yourself. Don't be writing things down. Don't be doing all this nonsense. If you want to go the route, a few people in the group have scanners, and they can just scan the receipt and upload it to a Google Drive and keep track of it through a spreadsheet. It's anything that works for you, but don't make this more than it is, right? You have your receipts, you scan them in, it automatically updates how much it was, and you keep track of it that way, right? But be on top of it. For all the YouTube members out there that are we hit on it a little bit last week. I'll do a tax probably video and call as we get closer to the end of the year, but start now. Don't let things pile up, because when it gets piled up, you're done, right? You're checked out. You don't feel like sitting there dealing with, your huge pile of receipts and trying to figure everything out. There's tons of videos out there. Look into it, figure it out. As always, you got any questions, ask me. But that's going to do it. Merchant Fulfilled was a huge success. I didn't even add it up. This is a disaster of a wrap up. Unbelievable. So it looks like we got 134, 209, 62, 90, a little bit over 400 bucks, give or take. So for Merchant Fulfilled, I'm super, super duper happy that we did that well. It just goes to show that Merchant Fulfilled can still be feasible and profitable. You just have to have the good sources and, kind of switch your business up, right? There's still money to be made no matter what. I'm selling bubble guppies, right? I mean, come on. This is what the world has come to. I'm selling bubble guppies out here. But what are you going to do, right? Money's money. As always, I appreciate you watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more used book videos. Bye-bye.